Hello again. How are you today? Good morning. How are you feeling today? Are you optimistic about the day you have ahead of you? Optimista el día que tienes por delante. I'm in the same position. I mean, it's early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, but I'm optimistic. Yes, yes, I'm a realistic and optimistic. Yes. Spanish people, vosotros los españoles, os digo, Rafa, no seas tan pesimista. Don't be so pessimistic. Invariably, me responde, he says, hombre, yo no soy pesimista, soy realista. Pessimism and realism are two different concepts. To be pessimistic is not to be realistic. I'm enjoying this program. I have fun doing this program. Me divierto. And Marta, we have a good time together. Yeah. Y esto es lo más realista imaginable. Estamos aquí. It's real. Los pesimistas no tienen derecho a opinar sobre esto. This is not. So, el pesimismo siempre ha acaparado con derecho al realismo. Los optimistas también tenemos derecho a lo real. There are many things, real things in life that are fantastic. Yeah. The Taj Mahal, St. Peter's Basilica, the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, you know, the aqueduct in Segovia. There are many incredible, the beautiful La Sierra de Guadarrama con sus primeras nieves. It's really pretty. Eso es real. That's real. That's realism. Realismo puro. You see, so, but in any case, so, be optimistic. Yes, be optimistic. Pessimism is spiritual poverty. Come on. Don't be pessimistic. All right. Sorry. Philosophical. Gain fluency, page 70. The third from the bottom, 678, I believe. What's it like? What's it like teaching English? Esto de what's it like? What's, contracción de what is? What's, no, you see contracción de what is. What's it like? ¿Cómo es? ¿Cómo es? Te enseñaron en televisión. What's it like teaching on TV? What's it like living in Spain? What's it like growing up in Texas? What's it like? What's it like? What's it like? What's it like teaching English on the radio to thousands of people? What's it like teaching? También nos vale what's it like to teach. Both the infinitive and the gerund are okay here. What's it like to teach on the radio? Se dice más gerundio. What's it like teaching on the radio to thousands of people? Yes. It must make you nervous. It must make you nervous. It must make. Debe de ponerte nervioso o hacerte nervioso, decimos en inglés. Debe de hacerte nervioso. It must make you. It must make you nervous. Nervous, no nervios. Nervous. It must make you nervous to know that so many people are listening to you. Yeah. On my radio, es que tengo la radio ahí. My radio show, I have about 300,000 people who listen. 300,000, no está mal. But it doesn't make me nervous. Why? Because I'm speaking English. It's easy for me to speak English. It's more difficult for my listeners to speak English. So I have a big advantage. And it doesn't make me nervous. What's it like? 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 It must como conclusión lógica. Debe de ponerte nervioso. It must. Debe de ser verdad. Si lo dice Marta, debe de ser verdad. If Marta says it, it must be true. She never lies. Nunca miente. Debe de ser verdad. Yeah. She says she saw a ghost last night. She got up in the middle of the night And out through the door of her bedroom, in the hall, in the corridor, she saw an apparition walking. She saw a ghost walking in the hall. And when she got here this morning, she was putting on the makeup. She said, no sabrás lo que he visto anoche. She saw a ghost. And it must be true. I mean, she has no reason to lie to me. I mean, really, why would she tell me she saw a ghost? Making up the story. To make up is inventar una historia. Se dice make up a story. So it must be true. It must be true that she saw a ghost, or it must be true that she was having an optical illusion or something. You never know. All right. Have you ever seen a ghost? No? I saw 2 ghosts. Yeah. When I was 10 years old, in my bedroom, at night, I woke up in the middle of the night, and on the opposite side of the room was the closet, un armario empotrado con puertas deslizantes. But one was slightly open, so you could see the clothes, la ropa, and 2 ghosts walked out and left my room into the hall. I saw these 2 ghosts. I didn't do anything. I wasn't afraid. I just went back to bed, went back to sleep. But I always remember that. Maybe it was a dream. Who knows? Maybe it wasn't true. Maybe it was simply an optical illusion. But I don't know. So I saw 2 ghosts when I was 10 years old. All right. So I've lost my place. On the next paragraph. This is, what's it like teaching English on the radio to thousands of people, miles de personas, thousands of people. De hecho son decenas de miles, tens of thousands of people. It must make you nervous to know that so many people are listening to you. How do you prepare your sessions? I don't. I have aids like this. All right. The next one. The next to last paragraph on page 70. Oh, I forgot. There's one more thing. Una cosa más. Ay, me olvidé. Se me olvidó. Una cosa más. Oh, I forgot. O sea, literalmente, olvidé. Así lo decimos en inglés. En español lo complicáis con se me olvidó. Olvidé. Oh, I forgot. Hay una cosa más. There's one more thing. There is one more thing. Can you talk to Miriam and tell her that I need her to send me the photos they took last week in the press conference? Last week, there was a press conference. I was involved in the press conference. Press conference is conferencia de prensa. Press, la prensa is the press. Conference. Last week there was a press conference, and Miriam was taking photographs of the press conference. Miriam works in the marketing department, okay? Yeah. And so I forgot, I need the photographs. Can you talk to Miriam and tell her that I need her to send me the photos ella y su gente, the photos they took last week in the press conference. Esto es lioso. Hablo con Miriam y dile a ella que necesito que ella me envíe las fotos que ellos sacaron. All right. Yeah. Can you talk to Miriam and tell her that I need her to send me the photographs they took last week in the press conference? To memorize this sentence es un bocado aquí grande. Can you talk to Miriam and tell her that I need her? That is opcional, por eso miro. And tell her I need her. Pero that sí viene aquí. Tell her that I need her to send me Tell her that I need her to send me. Dile que necesito que me envíe. Tell her that I need her to send me the photographs they took. Aquí el that no aparece. They took last week in the press conference. Oh, I forgot. There's one more thing. Antes que te vayas. There's one more thing. Can you talk to Miriam and tell her that I need her to send me the photographs they took last week in the press conference? Me ha salido bien. Yeah, all right. So, this paragraph is an interesting challenge, yes. And finally, the last paragraph on page 70. All right. They're finally going to widen the highway between El Paso and Las Cruces. It's about time, eh? People have been complaining about the road for 20 years. Okay. El Paso is a city in Texas. All right. Now, El Paso is right in the tip, the western tip, la punta oeste of Texas. And the Rio Grande. This is a Rio Grande. All right. Here's the Rio Grande. Yeah. Here's Texas. And then it's just Rio Grande, the Rio Grande, the river. And El Paso is right here. But this is New Mexico. Texas is over here, but Texas continues into here. All right. Now, here we have El Paso. You cross the Rio Grande, and you're in Ciudad Juárez. Problem city, eh? Or you drive straight north, you're in New Mexico. And the two most important towns are Alamogordo and Las Cruces. Primero Las Cruces, creo, y luego Alamogordo. Y luego las arenas blancas donde las bombas atómicas, these things. All right. Now, a lot of people drive this highway between El Paso. It's about 50 kilometers, I think. And it used to be a very narrow, dangerous highway. And there were many accidents. People were driving at night after drinking, and it's terrible. And so, finally, they have widened, han desdoblado la carretera, han ensanchado. To wide is ancho. Narrow, wide. Ahora, añadiendo N, widen es ensanchar. O como dicen muchas veces aquí, desdoblar una carretera. All right. They are finally going to widen the highway. Todavía no lo han hecho. Por fin van a hacerlo. They're finally going to widen the highway between El Paso and Las Cruces. Las Cruces. Hay una canción de José Feliciano sobre Las Cruces. Y la cruz es de mi destino. It's a good song, but I don't know the words. I don't know the lyrics. José Feliciano is very good. Creo que es Diego, no? Yeah. I think José Feliciano is blind. Maybe I'm confusing him with another. There's several blind artists. Of course, Stevie Wonder is blind. Ray Charles, yeah. And José Feliciano, I'm pretty sure. I could be confusing José Feliciano with another. He's a brilliant guitarist and a brilliant singer, José Feliciano. I'm not sure if he's still alive. I really don't know. But he has very good music. He also has one, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry, o sea, con ese acentazo. Merry Christmas, la Christmas. No, Christmas. All right, I want to wish you. They're finally going to widen the highway between El Paso and Las Cruces. Ahora, it's about time. It's about time. People have been complaining about the road for 20 years. People have been complaining. Han estado quejándose. O sea, llevan 20 años quejándose. People have been complaining about the road, la carretera esa, for 20 years. Me too. I've been complaining about it too. All right. Philip Johnson and Nancy Johnson and George Clooney. Aquí está el pobrecito en su mesa de trabajo. No se puede concentrar. He can't concentrate. Poor guy. Philip Johnson feels like the Queen's consort. Se siente como si fuera el consorte de la reina. He feels like the Queen's consort. All right. Nancy, his wife, Nancy, has only been involved with George Clooney's house for 3 weeks. And she's already a public figure in Lincoln, Nebraska. She's become famous in Lincoln. She's decorating George Clooney's house in Colorado, another state. All right. Originally, she was planning to go 1 week every month. 1 week every month in Aspen, Colorado. But no. Now she's going every week, every weekend. From Saturday to Tuesday. She's working 4 days every week. No. 3 net days, 3 días netos. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Pero la regreso y ida y vuelta. So in the end, she's spending probably more time in Aspen, Colorado than with her family in Lincoln, Nebraska. Yeah. Nancy has only been involved with George Clooney's house for 3 weeks. And she's already a public figure, figura pública, a public figure in Lincoln, Nebraska. Her picture was on the front page. ¿Será posible? Portada. Foto en la portada del periódico local. Her picture was on the front page. ¿Se dice front page para primera plana? Yeah, in the front page of the local newspaper the day after the news got out. The day after the news got out. Yeah, when the news gets out means cuando se difunde cuando la noticia ya sale al público. Nancy Johnson? Yeah. A local lady, a local interior decorator is decorating George Clooney's house in Aspen, Colorado. Yeah. Now everyone at the bank, all the employees in the bank where Philip works. Now everyone at the bank is comparing Nancy to Demi Moore. Yes. In the movie Indecent Proposal. Yeah. When Robert Redford paid Demi Moore $1 million to spend the night with him. You remember that movie? All right. Philip doesn't appreciate the jokes. No aprecia los chistes. Philip no agradece. He doesn't appreciate the jokes in the office. But he likes the idea that his wife earning almost $250,000 for 8 months of work. Yeah. It's going to take Nancy 8 months. And she's going to receive $250,000. So Philip, his consolation is there's money involved. $1 million, no, but $250,000. All right. I don't know. But in any case, where are we? Yes. Of course, he sees her now only on Mondays and Tuesdays. Él la ve todos los lunes y martes. The 2 days, wait a minute. The 2 days she takes off each week to be with the family in Lincoln. Okay, al revés, okay. She's at home Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday morning, she travels from Lincoln to Aspen. She needs the whole day on Wednesday. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, she works in Aspen. And on Sunday, she returns to Lincoln. All right. Okay. So, the rest of the time she works in Aspen. She's renting a small apartment. Now she has an apartment in Aspen. She's renting a small apartment where she has set up her design studio de diseño, donde ha montado, to set up. So she has rented a small apartment there, ahí en Aspen. She has rented a small apartment there where she has set up her design studio. Yes, her design studio. All right. Yes. She works on the weekends in Aspen because it's the only time George Clooney can get away from Los Angeles. All right. She works on the weekends. Well, she works on Saturday, basically. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because Saturday's the time that George Clooney is free, can get off. Yes, he has time off to get away from Los Angeles. He's very busy. Acting, of course, he's an actor. Yes. Nancy finds him a delightful person to work with. Nancy finds George, he's a delightful person. Persona encantadora, con quien trabajar. He's a delightful person to work with. Hey, Richard, yeah. Is Marta a delightful person to work with? Yeah, she's a delightful person to work with. Fijaos, proposición final. Es una persona encantadora que trabajar con. Con quien trabajar. All right. Yeah, but Richard, does she think you're a delightful person to work with? I don't know. Am I a delightful person to work with? Más le vale. She's nodding her head. She's nodding her head. Yes, I'm a delightful person to work with. All right. Richard, yeah. Is your wife a delightful person to live with? Yeah, she's a delightful person to live with. All right. So, and is your spouse a delightful person to live with? Mi spouse, ¿qué spouse? Tu cónyuge. Because I don't know if you're a male or female. I mean, if you're a woman, is your husband, if you're married. Now people don't get married. La gente ya no se casa. People don't get married anymore. So the words, el palabra cónyuge se usa menos. You use it less, husband and wife. Mi esposo. I remember when I came to Spain in 1972 as a student, I was 20 years old. I came to Spain. And the directors of the educational program were two Americans in their 70s, and in 70 años, both, husband and wife. And they learned the minimum Spanish. I remember the wife saying, estoy aquí con mi esposo. Mi esposo. I remember that. No decía mi marido, because when I was learning Spanish in Oklahoma for 6 years, I never learned the word marido y mujer. Never. Esposo y esposa. Yeah, never. Never marido y mujer. And when I came to Spain, said, no, con mi mujer, pensaba, with my woman? Parece troglodita, arrastra a la cueva. My woman. Pero aquí sí dice, my woman. It sounds, the initial impact is it sounds primitive. Yeah, well, I want to introduce you to my woman. I mean, your wife. Yeah, my woman. Claro, mujer tiene dos significados. Mujer, hombre y mujer, y marido y mujer. So I had two different understandings, two different meanings. But in any case, Nancy finds George Clooney a delightful person to work with. He has good taste for decoration. Tiene buen gusto para la decoración. He has good taste for decoration, but he leaves most of the decisions up to her. I leave most of the decisions about lights. In fact, I leave all the decisions up to her. I leave it up to her. Ya tú decides. I leave things up to her. I leave things, dejo las cosas a ella. I leave things up to her. También se puede I leave things to her. El up is opcional, pero se dice. I leave things, it's up to you. It's up to you means it's tu decisión. It's up to you. I'm leaving everything up to you. And George Clooney has good taste. He has good taste for decoration, but he leaves most of the decisions up to Nancy. Yeah. Philip, el marido otra vez. Philip isn't by nature a jealous person. Por naturaleza no es celoso. Philip, by nature, por nature, isn't a jealous person. Yeah. But, yeah. But in any case, I'm going to run out of time. I don't have time to finish this today. Philip, by nature, isn't a jealous person. Yes. But Nancy is still very attractive for her age. And working closely with George Clooney would be any woman's dream. Yeah? I'm not so sure of that. Would be any woman's dream, but I'm running out of time. I'll have to come back and finish this or move on to the next one. Take care.